up with Labworks USA, your #1 DOT Drug and Alcohol Testing Consortium. We'll begin here on the home page. As you can see here, we have information about why you might need a consortium with a video here, programs that we have, supervisor training available for non-members. You can click right in here and purchase the supervisor training without joining up. But let's get into the sign-up process to make sure there's no questions along the way. We'll click here, sign up now. First, we want to enter the company name. Now, there are some restrictions here. The name must not have an ampersand, an apostrophe, or a period. Those characters don't work with all of our vendor providers and will be rejected. If you have that in here, it'll give you a red rejection here, and you need to fix that before you move forward. Owner-operator. An owner-operator is someone that owns a company and is also a driver. Even if he or she has one or more drivers working for him under his authority or US DOT number, Labworks USA will act as your designated employee representative, or DER, as required by the DOT FMCSA regulations 40 CFR Part 49 and 382. So here we're going to say that we're not an owner-operator. If we were to say yes to owner-operator, it would automatically populate the DER information down here with the Labworks USA information. That way we will get notified, and then we will notify you as the owner-operator, especially for the randoms and any positive testing. Here you enter your US DOT number, your first name, last name, street address, and now if your street address is a PO box, we want to make sure that you enter that down here in the PO box number field and not just add it on here or put it in here. This way it keeps our database seeing everything correctly. All right, we want the primary billing email address, and I'm going to switch this back to no for owner-operator. Your primary landline phone number and a mobile number. Now, more and more of us today, even in business, are operating from our mobile phones. And this way, if we have SMS or text notifications that need to go to you, this is where you can receive your electronic chain of custody forms or donor passes, and will just facilitate some of the mapping and things like that. So if you have a cell phone associated with your business, make sure you put that in here. Of course, fax number, and then where did you hear from us? If you heard from us from a friend, it's likely that they may be signed up in our reseller or referral network, and if you put their name or company name in here, then they will get credit for your sign up. Okay, there we go. Now, some companies have a dedicated DER or supervisor that has taken the supervisor training and has that certificate on hand, and that they're qualified to be part of the reasonable suspicion certificate. Then you would put that information down here. If your primary contact person is also your DER and is certified, then you can click here to say use billing contact information as DER information. This will simply just populate it with the information you have up here, so you don't have to enter that twice. Otherwise, you would enter in your DER information here, landline phone number, mobile phone number, and then any alternate DERs, anyone else that is qualified, certified, and authorized by the company to receive sensitive documents like test results and in different safety sensitive information. All right. Then what we have down here is we have our chatbot. Like everybody these days has a little chatbot. If you have questions, you can put it in here. Many of the answers will auto-populate. Otherwise, there is a live agent online during business hours. Okay, if this is all filled out correctly, we will click continue. This shows up here green, you're successful. And now we're into the driver lists. Here we'll put in a driver's first name, last name, your date of birth. Now this will automatically default back to a 18 years, which is the youngest you can be to get a commercial driver's license or to get a commercial driver's license permit. And other than that, you will, if you need to scroll the years back, you can do that easily here, and then choose the month and the day and get that there. Here is the your CDL number. Now you can see here that this, because I put in my auto populate, it selected Oregon or whatever this is. Now this field will automatically populate the state abbreviation, so do not put that in. So if you put your CDL number in here, you can see that the state abbreviation is automatically inserted here. I did not enter that, so do not enter the state abbreviation, otherwise it'll come in as MDMD. It'll duplicate it. So put in the this is the zip code where the driver is based. Those U companies have drivers all over the country. This will then make sure that we're zeroing in on the collection sites for his tests and time zones based on the driver location. And then here we have return to duty tests. And if you select this, you can choose drug, alcohol, or both. So if this is a driver that is just coming off of completing a substance abuse professional program after receiving a positive drug test in a DOT program, then they'll need to do a return to duty test before you can add them to your list, your active driver list. And so you would select whatever the SAP program dictates that they need to re-enter. Typically it's both. But then once they get that negative result back in and it's reported in the clearinghouse, then and only then can the driver be put back into active service for safety sensitive duties like driving a commercial motor vehicle. Otherwise, it would be a pre-employment drug test. So there's no options for alcohol here. Pre-employment tests are drug only. You, as an employer, can request to have someone test as alcohol, but it is not mandated by the DOT. Then if a new hire or the person that you're adding to the driver list has been a part of a random drug testing program in the last 30 days, then they do not require a pre-employment test, but you must have verified that information. You cannot just take their word for it. You must have a copy of their random drug testing enrollment from a previous employer. So also every 2 years, every CMB driver, 2 years at minimum, or at most, must have a DOT physical test. So if someone you're hiring is very close to having that get to that 2-year anniversary, then we recommend you go ahead and get them a new physical. And even if it has been a year or so, I know a lot of employers that want to have a recent physical and sometimes that is mandated by their insurance companies. So that's there. We add this driver. You see here, driver added successfully, and we can just continue adding drivers on and on until you get your whole list done. Now, if you have an extensive driver list, say 20 or more, then you can contact us. You can put one driver in here. At least one is required to complete the sign up. And then you can contact the customer service, customer.service@Labworks USA, and we will get your driver list as a spreadsheet and upload that in bulk and manage all that with you. So that is that. So here we go. We have a driver, and going in here, Labworks offered services. Now, with the FMCSA Clearinghouse, we offer the service of managing all of your pre-employment queries, annual queries, violations reporting, all of your duties we will manage for you, and that would be yes. Or if you select no, it says I'll manage all my clearinghouse responsibilities, because the FMCSA Clearinghouse compliance based selection of no here means that you will manage all of your driver's responsibilities. So you must select yes or no here. We'll select yes here. If you are not registered in the clearinghouse or the FMCSA portal, then we will assist you one-on-one. So this gets you an appointment with one of our clearinghouse specialists, and we've been working with the clearinghouse since about a year before it went live, and so we're very involved and know exactly what we need to do there and with the portal. Some people, even though they have registered, it's not right or it's erroring, so we will help you with that. Okay. We offer the supervisor training course. If you do not have if you have more than one driver, and no one in your company has taken the supervisor training course and does not have a certificate, then you click here, and this will give you a link to take the test. If you did not enter a name in the company information page for a DER, or if you just want a different person, then you can enter that here. We offer drug and alcohol testing company policies. Everyone must have a company policy enacted in order to conduct any drug testing, any federal drug testing. It gets even more important to have a company drug testing policy if you're doing non-DOT or non-federal testing, and then you have to really work with your state and local. But this, if you purchase this policy now, you will receive a company policy that is compliant with the federal requirements, which includes the consent form for every driver that needs to fill out to give consent to the clearinghouse, and manages all the requirements for them to be aware of what testing you're doing and why. So it's important to get this if you don't have one, and make sure you go over with each of your employees. They must read it, sign it, and you both must keep a copy of the signature page, and the employee must keep a copy of the entire policy. So we have valued partners. We have gone through, and since we've just loaded this website this morning, these logos need to be updated, but that will happen very soon. And each of these partners have given us discounts to their services, and we have vetted them and know that they are among the best in the industry. Here we have insurance, fuel cards, and factoring. We also have different associations with some of the other 2290s, IFTAs, 150s. So those will be added here shortly. But you just click on here, and this will send an email to you with links and instructions on how to get the discounts from these companies. All right, so all that is in. Again, this must be yes or no. And let me continue. Now here we're going to review everything that we said we would like to purchase. If you saw one of our ads on social media, LinkedIn, different times we have promotions for discounts, and you would enter that promotional code here. Very important to read the terms and conditions. This is a lot of detail and really good to read. This tells you what Labworks is responsible to do, what you as the company or employer or owner operator are responsible to do. It talks about the return to duty process, and here it goes through all of the fees, including renewals, how we are invoicing, and laws, cancellations, and all that. So this is a very important read. So let's go back here, and I have read and agreed to the terms. Then we continue the payment page. Here we will put in our payment, and wait for it to process. All right. Yay, success. Enrollment confirmation. All right, so here you can go directly to your dashboard, or since you purchased some tests, you can go and directly schedule a test. So this takes you right to the scheduling. No need to wait for emails or anything like that. This is very convenient. So here you see that this one for the physical is highlighted. Because we break these into two different tests, because many of the collection sites that do physicals do not do urine drug collections and vice versa. So if we group these together and look for clinics that only did both, or that were able to do both, it would really reduce the number of clinics. So here we're going to break these into two, and you may end up having to go to two different locations, but it will make both of these locations closer to you. So let's just say here, even just a 5-mile radius, we're going to find collection sites. See, there's quite a few. So here we're just going to select one. This is being updated. This will show the location of the clinic. So you can just kind of click on these and see the map of where each one is, but we're going to select this one. And we're going to go to confirm and schedule. Otherwise, you can just go to your dashboard and do this later. But here we're going to confirm this. All right, we've got this. We can download the donor pass, which is the electronic chain of custody form that you'll take to the clinic. Otherwise, if we just click close right there, then this again will show you where the clinic is. And here you have the option to go ahead and text it, email it, or both to yourself or to the driver directly. So this is really convenient, allows the driver to get the electronic chain of custody form directly on their phone without you having to take additional steps. And you can email it to yourself and text it to them. There's a number of things you can do, or you can just download it to your desktop and be ready to go. So otherwise, now we're going to go to our dashboard. And now we see here our company In here, we can edit all of our company information. This also shows our account numbers with the labs, and verifies everything here. And here again, you can always change this information here. We're going to go back. And in here, you can add a driver. You can order a test, pay an invoice, that if you have open invoices for randoms or renewals. You can request audit assistance. If you're being audited, we'll provide up-to-date and individual MIS reports, any prior random test information, result letters, everything you need. Here's where you would register for Clearinghouse registration assistance if you didn't order that during the sign-up. This is for the company policy. Purchase that here now. You did sign up for the supervisor training course. You would click on that, and it will take you directly to the course. And here you can see that Labworks is going to be doing all of your FMCSA Clearinghouse management. So up here we have audit assistance. These are all your transactions will show here every time you order a test. Everything you need is all here. You can see the details of what that was. Okay. Here you can pay an invoice. Again, if you have random results available to view, you pay for that here, and then view the random result. And renewals will show up here prior to your expiration date. This is your driver list. If this driver gets a positive test and is inactive, this is where you would sign up for the SAP program management, where someone will assist you in getting them back and ready for return to duty process. If you have a large list and you want to download it as an Excel, you can download the list here. If you're getting an audit, then you can download an official driver list here, and then here again you can add more drivers. Okay. This again is our valued partners. Here you can see we have 2290, IFTA. We have several different things here. Okay, and again, back to the instructions. So this is detailed written instructions. How do you add drivers? How do I change my DER? How do I order a drug test? How do I receive test results? How do I remove a driver? How do I sign in if you've lost your password? There's a one-time password process that's very easy. And how our random drug testing, how our random testing system works, and getting audited, and criteria for post-accident test. So that is the sign-up process for Labworks USA. We really hope you sign up, and we look forward to having you as one of the members of Labworks.